What should brothers do to keep holding high the true essence of Alpha Phi Alpha and keeping the brand of Alpha Phi Alpha at its height? And you also mentioned, about networking. Are brothers using the network like they should?
Well, let me answer the first part of the question. I think one of the things that we must never do as a fraternity, there's a certain standard that has defined this fraternity from its very inception. And we've got to hold firm to that. I know society is changing, and I know popular culture can influence an organization. But I think that we have, as a fraternity, always held on to being the great scholars of society and being the leaders of society, and then being unapologetic about our commitment to standing up for what is right, regardless of popularity. We have always stood in the gap. We are the ones that have led the charge to take the hill. And I think that is something that Alpha Phi Alpha can never, ever relinquish to anyone else. The other is I think in this change in society, it is important for us to understand that each generation must prepare a new generation of leaders. So that's why I am strongly committed to mentorship and succession planning, because the strength of the brotherhood has been built on our ability to prepare each generation in a better position for leadership and for professional development, and then turn around and give to the fraternity. So that's why networks are important. As a sitting university president now, I understand, number one, I didn't arrive at this position without the help of Alpha brothers who were in higher education, who said, we're going to give this brother a chance to be on advisory committees, to serve as an adjunct professor, or an adjunct lecturer. But now it's my responsibility to help those young academicians and others to come behind, because you don't go up the ladder and then kick the ladder down once you get to the rooftop. You stay on the ladder and you pull some other brothers along the way. That's the lifeblood of this fraternity. That's why networking is so important, and I think that's an attribute that has defined this fraternity for many years. Charles Hamilton Houston mentored Thurgood Marshall, and then Thurgood Marshall came along the way. So that's the history, and that's the legacy of this fraternity. Look at the legacy and the partnership between Andy Young and Martin King. But now the question is what are we doing for that next generation of brothers so that they can be in positions of leadership and help others up that ladder of success?
Sure, and that raises a great point, Brother Ward, because we always hear that the college brothers are the lifeblood of the organization, and the senior brothers are the wisdom of the organization. So how do we help bridge that gap? Now, you said mentorship is very important, and you had a great mentor in Dutch Morial. Talk about that relationship and what brothers can do on the chapter level or in the fraternity at large to help bridge that gap with mentoring of some sort.
Well, I believe the first thing is we have to treat brothers brotherly. So you reached those college brothers, number one, and have social and fraternal settings where brothers can come together. Number one, be respectful of each other and work together as brothers, because I believe that's the foundation of where we've got to move from. And from there, then we need to partner brothers professionally. So, for example, if there's a brother majoring in accounting, he should be paired with a brother who is a CPA or working in the accounting field. If there's a brother, for example, who says, I have an interest in becoming an attorney, then we should partner that brother with a brother who is an attorney already and have that partnership where he is mentored and given the kind of support to realize his dream. To me, that's what it's all about. And that's what we've tried to do over our years in Alpha. There are countless young brothers now that I'm very happy to say if you ask them the question, they could respond in the affirmative that Brother Ward provided an opportunity for them, not because I needed anything for myself. The only thing I've ever asked brothers to do that we've helped at the college level is make sure you always keep your door open to help another brother along the way. I was not initiated at the college level. I was initiated at the alumni level. But for me, the art and the skill of fraternity is important, whether you were initiated at the college level or the alumni level. But it's important for us to understand that these college brothers need us now more than ever before, because the challenges that they are confronted with are quite different than what brothers were confronted with as college men and women, for example, in the 70s and 80s. Completely different. So the opportunities, the ability to network is at a much higher demand now than even before.